This is the Akagane-man Gate, right in front of the second main section of the castle. It's built in a box-like, double-style gate, basically a square courtyard walled in by two separate gates to trap invaders. It gets its name from akagane, the Japanese word for copper, which was used to decorate the doors. The main gate tower above actually has special drop chutes built into it so defenders could dump heavy stones onto anyone trying to break in. What you're looking at now is fully restored back in 1997 using traditional techniques. So the Odawara Castle was originally built back in the mid-1400s, but the Hojo family took over the area soon after they started expanding it. It actually grew to its absolute biggest in 1590 when they built the massive 9-kilometer outer defense ring, walls and moats around the entire town to try to block Toyotomi Hideyoshi's attack. In the courtyards of the castle, staff members dress up as the historical Fuma ninjas and put on demonstrations for family members and kids to enjoy.
All right, so I just came out of like a ninja museum that's attached to the castle here. I thought it was quite interesting. There's a lot of history in Japan where the ninja groups were actually not really in defense of, gosh, I don't want to say like the wrong names, but just like different warlords or, you know, especially ones that had castles. Pretty much anybody that was like connected to castles or whatever, like a lot of the ninjas. I know they hid in the mountains, they lived in the mountains. They were known as like mountain people, basically. And so there's been a lot of history where they were actually against each other. Even the unification of Japan, like way back when, they were actually against and not for. However, one of the museums I just came from, I thought was pretty cool actually, because it said that this particular castle, Odawara Castle, it's right next to Hakone. Hakone Mountains are over that direction. And I guess the warlord at the time, the person who was in charge of the castle, you know, who's living in the castle, actually, you know, noticed the skill and appreciated the skill of the ninja that lived in Hakone. There was a Hakone ninja group called the Fuma, so Fuma Ninja. And they actually utilized their skills. So the Odawara Castle used the aid of the ninjas to help gain intel information against their enemy. And I think also helped lead to one of the successes of their battles. So, interesting fun fact.
So back in April 1590, Toyotomi Hideyoshi marched a massive army on Odawara Castle, to bring down the Hojo family, the last major power standing in his way of unifying Japan. After Oda Nobunaga died, the Hojo tried playing peace talks with Hideyoshi, but he really just wanted their total surrender. Knowing a storm was brewing, the Hojo fortified like crazy, building huge outer walls and moats all around the castle and surrounding towns. Hideyoshi was too fast though. His troops swept through the area and knocked out all of Hojo's outpost castles one by one. Then he rolled up on Odawara with about 150,000 men and practically unlimited supplies. He basically starved them out, and after 3 months of being surrounded, Hojo Ujinao threw in the towel and opened up the gate. Once Odawara fell, Hideyoshi had officially conquered and united all of Japan.
Little fun fact about Japan, everything in Japan we're seeing involves steps. Not for the weak jointed, weak leg, bone problems. Japan is all about steps for anything, everything. Wall tapestries showing Odawara Castle. And over here is the top 10 castles in Japan, kind of in formation by size. Odawara coming in at number 7. The top 10. So let's go. So if I was able to put my drone in the air, which if anybody knows, flying a drone in Japan is pretty much impossible. They are just insanely ridiculous with the rules, as they are with most rules in Japan. Pretty much in Japan, if anything is possibility a problem, they don't allow you to use common sense. They just make it a rule, and therefore there's so much you can't do. But this is the aerial view of Odawara Castle, where we are currently now. We're obviously in the biggest part of the castle there. So we just literally walked through all those outer gates and walls to get to this point. It would be nice to get my drone in there and be able to see that. Alright, so we can kind of see some of the actual old school armor that was worn. This one's pretty cool. It's got the dragonfly there at the top. Going on to the weapons. Just to the actual blades themselves.
After the Hojo fell, the new lords, the Okubo family, made the castle smaller. Then the next rulers, the Inaba family, gave the modern makeover. But in 1703, a huge earthquake hit and wiped out pretty much the whole place. The Okubo family rebuilt it and went on to serve as the main political hub for the whole Kanto area until the end of the samurai era. By 1870, the new government pretty much tore it all down. What you see today has been restored and turned into a historical park, with the whole area protected as a national site. The strategic importance of this castle was apparent. It was located right by the ocean, that way you're able to see incoming boat traffic. It was also right in front of the mountains, close to where the ninja clans were located. You had a great view of the whole entire town, so you could see anything that was incoming. One thing you probably noticed with this video as well is nobody is moving quickly at all. Everything in Japan is very, very slow, very narrow spaces, and you have to kind of wait for the person in front of you. So it took quite some time just to be able to get around the whole edge of the castle. I couldn't complain though. Walking around the edge of the castle was extremely beautiful. Seeing the oceans, feeling the wind, it was just a really extraordinary time.
So to give you guys some ideas about just how secure this type of setup is, you know, having these multiple gates that you have to enter in way before you even make it to the main castle, is this particular room, right? This is a perfect setup. So as you can see here, right, we have one gate entrance here, we have one gate entrance here. Now, let's say that you're a group of people that are supposed to be meeting one of the lords here at the castle, but they, you know, because of their ninja getting all the intel, they're able to kind of drop the dime on you and realize that you're somebody who you don't claim to be, or your trust isn't where, or loyalty isn't where it's supposed to be. As soon as your clan gets invited to the castle and you guys are marching through these walls, right, they secure this gate, they secure this gate, and all these little holes that get out here in the walls, their troops surround the outside of those walls and then fire in at you. Meanwhile, even if you try to hit them, they're protected by the walls. But all their shots, all their rounds, doesn't matter if it's with the rifles or with bow and arrows, but they're hitting you. And you're dying. And you're stuck right here. And you can't escape. There's no way out. Both things are secure. It's just a small kill chamber. So again, like I kind of mentioned earlier, whenever I walk around historical places and I kind of just wonder, man, this same ground, this very ground that we're walking on right now, how many people have taken their last breath right here? You know, it's crazy to think about, but reality, you know what I mean? But I think it's, historically, I think it's pretty cool.